Alright, so Ollie wants to rush into this. So, hello, Hey, pal, it's the cops.
Hi, I'm Molly Gumshoe. Can you get us a giant ladder so we
I'm
can
the
climb into
game
the
hero.
first window?
Detective Gumshoe, aren't you supposed to be in a meeting? I'm, just taking a breather. My feet hurt.
You good, dude? From... Same, that was my question. From sitting so long?
Actually, from serving everyone coffee.
Aw, Gumshoe. You're better than that. Not by much, but you're better than that.
Like, that's Meekin's work right there.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm opening a fruit roll-up. Don't mind me.
We eat so much on the show.
I really wanted another fruit roll-up.
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is still out of the loop.
I'm definitely not one of those people that when they're emotional, they don't eat. I'm one of those people that when they're emotional, they eat so much.
Why do you have a calculator app with why do you have a calculator app with a period at the end?
Because I tried to find the actual calculator app for the iPad, and there isn't one.
It's just the Apple calculator.
But there isn't one.
The hell? Why does the iPad not have a calculator? Wait, what?
Right? I thought that was so weird.
Dun, dun, dun.
I thought, oh, I must have accidentally deleted it or something. Nope.
I don't think you can actually delete the calculator on your iPad or your phone. Remember when the iPod, like just the iPod was such a thing?
Mm-hmm.
Like not even the touch. Say, have either of you seen Mr. Edgeworth? I was about to say Detective Edgeworth. Edgeworth? No. Why do you ask? He's under fire from both the police department and the prosecutor's office.
Yeah, he's hiding, dude.
It's almost like the battle's between you two in court.
Oh, boy.
That sounds serious.
Is it because of what my sister said?
That's basically what it all boils down to. That falsified evidence 2 years ago.
Yeah, that would cause an uproar.
Now Edgeworth has the whole world after his blood.
It's not even his fault.
Everyone's a vampire now.
Y'all missed a lot in these last 2 seconds.
Like, friggin' Dracula came in.
It was wild, dude. That's why my feet are actually really tired.
I had to run from Dracula. I hate bats.
Dracula's not fun.
Batman scares me.
Yikes.
Don't you seem the kind of person to be afraid of bats?
Mm-hmm.
Why would Edgeworth be blamed? Like he knew the evidence was forged. Well, Sky's the guilty party here, isn't she? Emma just glares at you. Yep. Shut up. Regardless, the prosecutor is responsible for the evidence they present in court.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, but as you know, there have been a lot of rumors going around about Mr. Edgeworth.
Yeah.
He's amazing talent as prosecutors kept him safe from those who don't like him. But now, with this...
Aren't there really so many people who hate him?
In our world, only those with talent rise to the top. Mr. Edgeworth not only has that, but he's young. There's no better recipe I know of for making enemies.
True that.
Hey Dick, keep up the good work. Yes, sir. Let's go out for lunch again sometime. My treat. Yes, sir. Gotta take me back to that joint sometime. Okay, Dick?
I didn't know you guys did some tricky wuggies.
Yes, sir. Seems you don't have any problems with enemies. Yeah, well, I'm careful not to stick out. I believe that.
Careful not to stick out. Stupid. Same thing.
Everyone pities you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a bit worried about him. I like to think that none of the detectives in this place actually know his name. Like, they just call him Dick.
Yeah.
Under all this pressure, I'm afraid Mr. Edgeworth just might crack.
Ooh. Edgeworth cracking is a scary thought.
Actually, I took a look at the file there while the coffee was brewing.
Aww.
He seems genuinely concerned for Edgeworth. Well, did you find out anything? The only evidence Dirk left behind was during his final attack. His final attack? You mean...
Yeah.
When he killed Prosecutor Marshall, who's trying to protect some girl. Yeah, some girl.
He's like, protect some girl. Emma's just sitting over, it's just Emma's standing over there, and she's like...
Hey, so...
She's just like, she scratches her head, looks away, she's like, definitely not me, don't bring it up, totally not me, don't mention it, please, go away. Oh, never mind.
Or perhaps she's just gonna say it.
Or maybe she's the complete opposite of what I just said. Me.
Since Detective Gumshoe never realized Emma was that girl.
Seems right.
That's where he left the most incriminating evidence of all. Himself.
And also a murder weapon, probably, is what he's gonna
And
say.
a corpse.
Yeah. Well, what was it?
Oh, let's see. I think it's something to do with the murder weapon.
Yeah.
Oh, I forget. Let's look. Look, it's all written somewhere in here, okay? Listen, Phoenix didn't look through it enough, so he doesn't know.
Oh, gumshoe. I feel like Phoenix read the first 4 pages and was like, cool, I know everything I need to know. Close.
His power of recollection never failed to impress. I've had moments like that, though.
Maybe we should show him the murder weapon. It might jog his memory.
Hey, look, we're gonna stab you with this knife.
Hold on first. Dark Scribes.
J.R. was 42 at the time of the crime. He's just your run-of-the-mill businessman. A businessman? A man takes serial killing. One day on his way home from work, he hit someone with his car.
Huh. With his car. So it was an accident?
An accident, yes. But it transformed him into an animal.
That can happen. An animal?
He killed a man
Yeah,
that
look at him,
witnessed
he's
the
glowing.
accidents. Then he killed a lady who saw a second crime. Killed up by just then, so he killed them too. Okay. A jar
not
came up
hitting it.
upon seeing him and was killed as well. Finally, he turned himself in.
I literally wasn't hitting it. My hand was off of the button.
Since he was a pretty careless animal. Of course, this is all conjecture. There wasn't a single shred of evidence. So he turned himself in. Yes, but in the middle of his questioning, he fled and murdered his final victim. Prosecutor Marshall. That crime was witnessed by someone too, but luckily Dark was arrested on the spot. It's a good thing that last witness wasn't killed. Last witness, aka Emma.
Poor Pap. Alright. Emma, just put some earplugs in, sweet princess.
So essentially it was just witness after witness. Until eventually, serial killing. So there wasn't really a connection between them, and that I didn't say it when you were looking at it, but
Oh, okay. So it was just the... Okay.
it was just whoever witnessed his previous crime. About this. Hey, is that? It has a tag attached to it with the label SO9 incident on it.
And a 2 next to it. What was the first evidence? Was it the dead body?
I believe this would be the broken murder weapon you were speaking of.
Gumshoe, calm down. You're hyperventilating.
What are you doing with that? Ever since that case was closed, that knife's been locked away in a locker.
Yeah, we know. Oh. On the day Detective Goodman was murdered, this suddenly disappeared from the locker. Oh. And was found in Mr. Edgeworth's car muffler.
It looks like it's in his chest.
No. The murder weapon for this crime was in his chest. The other knife from the other
But
crime
there's nothing
was
in the muffler right now.
Yeah, because we already
I
took
think
it
they
out.
used the wrong picture.
Probably.
That's it! Now I remember what that incriminating piece of evidence was.
Was it perhaps this friggin' knife?
When you showed me that knife, it all came back to me.
Do tell. Oh. What was it, Detective? Quick, before you forget!
I think we're about to, if I remember correctly, this is what SL91 is. Because you were asking about that.
Yeah.
This knife, it was Joe Dark's, wasn't it?
Oh my god, A button, please.
That's right. You trace it back to the store he bought it at. Plus it has fingerprints on it too.
But no one actually witnessed him using it to murder anyone, right?
There's a little stain on it.
Oh, on the hilt?
Yeah.
Don't know.
That's where his luck ran out. I'm glad we switched sides. I was worried we wouldn't get to see it from that side. When you take a good look at the knife, you'll see it's broken.
Wow.
It is?
Oh my god, no way.
Revelations.
She said it.
Scientific investigation at work. Yeah, well,
She's
anyway.
like, holy shirt, man, I really do need to go back to school.
Well, someone here does, but I don't think it's her.
Yeah.
Take a guess where the broken off tip of the knife was found.
Was it actually found in his body? Oh my god.
That's what did him in.
Oh my god. Where was it?
The victim, Neil Marshall, was carrying it inside his own body.
Nice. Alright, cool. Cool. Not that.
It was found deep inside the stab wounds. There you go. Did it match Dark's knife?
Hey, yo!
It's not covered in enough blood.
Yeah,
You
for
bet. Down to the last fiber. I feel like the people who made this game don't understand how blood works.
real. No. That's pretty conclusive.
Yeah, we got the autopsy report.
Yay! Stabbed in the back, died from a punctured heart and lung. A knife tip was in the wound. The broken tip was found in the victim's body. Belonged to murderer Joe Dark.
He has such a boring first name.
Yeah, for real.
What a Joe Schmo. Well, there you have it in a nutshell. That's all I know. Can I ask you one more thing? What is it? If it's money you need, you should ask the chief again.
Nah, I don't think he's gonna.
It's not money,
right now.
but it does concern the chief. His office is a crime scene, right? It's where Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered.
The chief's out now, and his office is locked. But we'd like to have a look around if that's okay.
Well, ain't that his ID card can unlock the door. Sweet, let's take Goodman's.
What? Really?
But if I let a civilian in there, I'd be charged with breach of trust.
Cool, so let's just use Goodman's. I don't understand why we're stumbling over this.
I think that's
Breach of trust?
Simply put, that'd be can't.
Damn.
Oh. Sorry, pal. I don't plan on getting fired because of you. You probably
Why not?
will.
Everyone else does. Well, how about this ID card? It was Detective Goodman's.
That won't work either. Day was deleted the day he died.
Damn
Oh.
Okay, that's why.
Oh.
Yeah, she said it. Oh.
So in other words, Gumshoe is the only chance of getting to office. Not exactly. We have a husbando.
Don't steal anyone's ID unless it's like some random schmutz in the background that no one cares about.
Quick, take the chief of detectives.
I wonder if there's something we could show him that would make him change his mind.
You don't have anything to show him that could change his mind.
Really?
Not on you right now.
Not right now?
Time to go investigating.
Okay.
So where have we gone yet?
Well, we gotta go back this way in order to get anywhere else. Boop boop biddity boo!
February
Excuse me.
24th, prosecutor's office, underground parking lot. No one's here today. I haven't missed a star.
Not in the evidence room. That must be where the detectives are.
We proved in court today that on the day of the crime, no one's murdered. Evidence around 5:15.
Yeah, but throat? Stop making that weird noise. That's so weird. Stop that.
I heard that. It wasn't like quite a burp.
No, it's like your throat goes for some reason. Yeah, I thought we were finally making some headway in our case.
But instead, it looks like we just ended up making Lana look even more guilty.
We're good at this. Hang in there, Lana. Oh, that was you. Wait, no, that was me?
I gotta find all the answers by tomorrow. I think it was you.
I think it was me.
We'll never know.
We
not like we can
don't
look.
know.
It's not like we can go back in time and look.
No. Alright, Edgy. February 24th, High Prosecutor's Office. Room 1202.
Wonder if Edgeworth is back yet.
There he is! Looks like he's writing something.
What are you doing here?
We
Sure was
spooked
quick
you.
to throw that paper on the floor. So much he hit the mic stand.
Yeah, rude, Edgeworth. God.
Tough day in court, huh? Dick.
Yeah.
I've had to live the past 2 years with rumors flying around. What's another allegation to me?
Cheer, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm rooting for you.
Root for me! I'm defending your sister! That's Edgeworth for you. Always trying to hide his real feelings.
And not doing well.
So what do you want? Unlike some people I don't have all day.
Hey, can we look at that trophy?
Well, you can talk to him. There's no excuse for what I've done. 2 years ago, there's false evidence to obtain a guilty verdict.
Accidentally.
That's what it all breaks down to. And nothing I do can erase that fact.
Accidentally.
But you didn't know, did you? I mean that the evidence was falsified? The police department and the prosecutor's office share a bond of trust. If that bond is broken, we stand to lose everything. The police department's error is my error. My responsibility as the prosecutor in charge. I'll be right back. I just thought of something.
Untrue. The fact remains the same no matter what excuses I might have.
Okay. I legit thought I forgot to set it to record our audio. For some reason. Because I had it turned off for a moment.
Mr. Edgeworth.
I take pride in my work. So tell me why. Ain't nothing but a heartache. Why has it come to this? Even Edgeworth can't keep his kind of emotion bottled up.
I have a puppy cuddling me. I'm happy.
Are you up for the trial tomorrow? One day the Backstreet Boys reunion tour will end.
One day.
Humph.
Peanut butter will eventually stop spreading.
Yeah. But everyone just...
Everyone will have jelly. And then we'll all be okay.
No, have milk to wash it down. But it just keeps getting in our throat. It's like it gets stuck to the roof of our mouth. Yes, I know. I came up with that the other day.
You're such a smart. You God, so smart.
We'll have milk to wash it down.
Kiss, 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 kiss.
But right now, there's a lot of people who get. We should actually talk about something. We had a scare that we got peanut butter. We thought when we went to the store, we picked some up, but luckily we got the smooth kind. Because the chunky kind that's like really bad. We got the smooth kind. It went like by us like nothing.
No, you did.
Yeah.
I didn't get any peanut butter.
Yeah, that's true.
They didn't have Jif, so I was like, you know what, I'll pass.
Yeah, but
But you like Skippy, so it was everywhere for you.
Yeah, and I usually like chunky peanut butter, but thank God I got smooth this time. But some did get stuck on the roof of my mouth. So I got stuck with, but luckily it went down smooth.
Yeah. Luckily you had milk.
Yeah, a lot of people get it just always gets stuck to the roof of their mouth. Then they like it so much they just like share it with other people. It's like this peanut butter is great, and they spread it around, and then everyone gets some peanut butter.
But not everyone gets milk, and that's the sad thing.
Some people like don't want milk. They're like, nah, peanut butter's fine.
Yeah.
And some people are like, just think, nah, it doesn't get stuck to the roof of your mouth.
They're like, that's never happened. Crazy.
Nah.
Silly billies. Any fork.
First last year's trials, now this one. Seems all you do is worry about me. To be honest, you're getting on my nerves.
It's okay. We'll fork in a bit, and then your nerves will be undone.
He loves you so much it pisses you off.
Yeah, for real. He's a truth tsundere. But Mr. Edgeworth, you can't just walk out on the trial. I feel like I definitely pointed this out before, but I love that the vase for the flowers is the same as his coat.
Yeah. I love the Steel Samurai figure, and I wonder where I can get 10.
Not 12?
12 is your number.
12 is my number.
I don't get why you like the number 12 so much.
I don't know. It's just every time that I say, like, I want blank of them. 12 is always the number that pops into my brain space.
Yeah. Dude. Tomorrow's the last day. It's too late to change the prosecutor.
I'll bet that's what my superiors are banking on.
I'm not looking up.
I never thought that case would come back to haunt me like this. Hey, it's that same thing that Gant had and hid in his dresser.
What do you mean? List of evidence. It seems too short. Most of this ran twice as long. It's only half as long as most of this? That is odd.
Well, he did say there wasn't evidence until Neil.
After Neil Marshall was murdered, I became prosecutor for that case. I may not have been part of the investigation, but I knew what I had to do. Use the evidence I was given to prove the suspect guilty.
I'm actually very curious how no evidence was found if he hit someone with his car and then just started stabbing people on the way to wherever he was going. Like, I feel like that's a lot of evidence that he definitely didn't seem like he was hiding. I don't understand.
And he did keep trying to, like, cover it up. Like, that's why he kept killing 6 people.
Yeah, I know,
and that's
but
why
it's
there was
like...
no witnesses, to be fair.
Yeah, but there's all the death. There's all the bodies. And his car. Probably with body parts in it.
I mean, you could have just driven that into a goddamn lake for all we know.
I guess, but then how do they know that he hit someone with his car?
Because he did come in and confess, to be fair.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
That was really the only thing on my mind at the time. There's no Steel Samurai figures!
I'm sorry. Say, we just saw a picture taken around that time.
If you'd like to send a Steel Samurai figure to us, send it to insert address here. Like the hell I'm gonna say our address. That
If
picture, something so strange
sometime
about
in
it.
5,000 years there's a P.O. box, that'll be in the description in 5,000 years. Not now.
Yeah.
We sure as hell ain't got one, but...
We do not have a P.O. box. I want a P.O. box, though. I mean,
I want a P.O. box that's in a different state than we are. That's how paranoid I am.
You want a different state. I want a P.O. box because I want USPS to not be able to lose our packages.
They'll still lose the packages. What
I
the
know.
fuck are you talking
They
about?
lose packages even in a P.O. box. But, like, still, I want to make it easier on them. Like, all they have to do is read the P.O. box number and be like, oh, this goes here.
I can't read an apartment number.
Can you tell us again about what happened that day?
Apparently neither can people at Instacart.
The day Detective Goodman was murdered? You were participating in a ceremony at the station, right? Never cared for ceremonies, but I had to attend that one.
Me. Because you were awarded this?
Those receiving awards can't exactly skip out on the ceremony. I finished up at the office in the morning, then drove to the police department. You finished up at the office? Yes, just odds and ends, clerical stuff. I didn't plan on returning to the office that day. That is, until I was asked to take something back.
Take something back?
This.
Oh yeah! Chief Gann asked you to hold on to that, didn't he?
Yes, it was a piece of evidence in a case that was closed half a year ago. He asked me to bring it back to the prosecutor's office. That's the story we heard yesterday. So you came back here to the prosecutor's office because the chief asked you to? That's right. So there's something you can present and something you can examine. Do you want? Because there's something you probably want to ask about.
Yes. They mentioned it. I don't know why I went this way.
It was the exact opposite direction.
Yeah, I know. And every other time I've always gone that direction. I don't know what is wrong with me.
This picture is hanging on the wall in Chief Gant's office. I usually help with the investigations just because it's just not much figuring out. It's just moving forward.
It's just figuring out where you need to go, basically.
Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He had just started making Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He had just started making a name for himself. I need to read the names. There's so many voices I do, and when they're not on screen, it's hard. Looks like this was taken when he received the King of Prosecutors trophy. Especially...
Sorry, I really wanted to smack my stomach. I don't know why. Speaking of that, there's something that bothers me.
Yes? Where are my sister's medals?
Yeah.
I gave those to her.
My sister should have had those. I'd made them for her and Girl Scouts. Why is she not wearing them? Tell her I am mad. The trophy Mr. Marshall is holding.
Tell her I am mad.
It's a little different than yours.
Yes, you're right. I remember now. Remember what? That was what the official prosecutor's trophy looked like until 2 years ago.
Broken, still, but also with a broken sword attached to it?
Not sword.
Dagger, knife, whatever. Rocket
There's
ship?
a story behind its design.
What was the story?
Sounds interesting. Would you mind telling it to us? It's simple, really. Contradiction. That's what the award is based on.
Elaborate.
This award originated from an ancient Chinese tale.
Ooh, yes, tell me. I love those.
In Chinese, the word contradiction is written with 2 characters. The first means halberd, the second means shield. Have you heard this story? Me? Oh, sure. Everyone knows that. Why don't you tell it, though, for Emma's sake?
I absolutely would be like, yeah, I know it. It's about the halberd and the shield and all of that. But you know what? Emma's super young over here, so like, I don't know.
I actually do know this story. From this
Because
game, believe it or
I
not.
was going to say because you played this game.
Very well.
I have not heard this story. Surprise, surprise. Because I haven't played this game. Oh, wow.
I wish it was
I like
different
this
music.
art style. It's cute. It looks like
Long
it was drawn with
ago,
like Photoshop
In the
brushes,
kingdom
like
of
default.
Chu, there was an arms merchant.
The top of that pole looks like a weird, like, fat cat on top with like a weird, like, its paws going this way, but then like a fat belly on the bottom.
Yeah. I see what you mean.
It looks dumb, but I love it.
There was an arms merchant. One day he presented the king with 2 items. The first was a halberd he claimed could slice through any shield or armor. The second was a shield he claimed could withstand any weapon. Wait a minute.
Phoenix!
Those claims contradict each other. We're in the pursuit of it. Very perceptive. But then again, you've heard this story before, right? Anyway, as you mentioned, the very descriptions of these items discredit them both. When the king pointed this out, the merchant was left speechless.
He was like...
And thus, the Chinese word for contradiction was born.
Fork. Was bored.
Yeah.
I see. So the chipped shield and the broken knife symbolize...
Precisely so. They symbolize the merchant's items. And if you're curious, this is a real story.
So it's meant to look like that?
Yeah. It's meant to look like a broken sword and a broken halberd.
Okay. Interesting.
Broken shield and broken halberd, my bad.
Broken sword and broken
Ancient tale ends with the merchantile lost for words. The ancient tale is a story that's actually told. I looked this up at one point, because I was curious if it was real. But it's in our nature to pursue matters to their conclusion, even if it results in something as ugly as this.
Wow! Thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. I learned something new today.
I learned something today! Da 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 da. That's funny. If that's so, then why were you only given a shield? You'll have to ask Chief Gantz. 2 years ago, he had the halberd part of the award abolished. Why does he have say over the King of Prosecutors trophy? Chief Gantz.
I hate him so much. You know, like, when he came on screen, I hated him because of, like, his attitude. And, like, just the way that he looked. Like, totally biased. I was just like, I hate you. I felt it. Like,
I know you're biased based on how people look because I like Marshall.
Yeah.
I like my dumbass cowboy.
Did
I ever tell you that one person I knew once asked me what Marshall's last name was?
Idiot. But no, like, in games, I'll always just be like, you look like a good guy, or you look sus, or I don't like you. Just from, like, whatever vibe I get when I'm playing a game. So far, vibe's never been wrong.
I mean, you were kind of wrong about Marshall.
No, I knew that he did bad shirt.
Yeah, but it wasn't bad in, like, the way you were thinking, because you were trying to frame him for murder.
Yeah, but
he was just trying to solve
officer.
He was just trying to solve a case.
Yeah.
Alright, so we have update. And there's one more thing you can check.
Oh, right, I can examine something in here. Okay. I would like to examine what you wrote on this piece of paper, please.
I know he was writing before.
Come on, Mr. Wright. Let's take a lookie.
You crazy? Edgeworth is saying right there.
Just distract him. I'll check it out.
Hey, Edgeworth!
What?
Is that Ted Gunshoe at the window there? Oh no, he's falling to the ground! Hold on. First, let me see what the girl's doing crawling around my feet. You didn't even look.
What? Letter of...
If you're having trouble reading, I'll read it for you.
Reward? Definitely gotta say reward, right?
It says letter of resignation.
No. Papa. No. Don't do
Resignation? Edgeworth, you don't mean...
That's rude.
I'm tired, right? I feel as if something inside me has died.
Oh, it's okay. You have more games. You'll get it back. But Mr. Edgeworth, none of it's your fault!
I know the path I've walked. You don't need to tell me.
Wait, when we play as Edgeworth, do we get to play the SL9 incident, or is it like...
Are you talking... You mean the investigation games?
Yeah, like, when we get to play as Edgeworth, does it, like, do his past?
It does do a bit of his past, but I have not finished 2, so I can't tell you about SL9.
Dang.
I know the path I've walked. You don't need to tell me.
Boo.
And the path I've walked hasn't been a just one.
There was an attempt at it being a just one.
I can't forgive myself for what I've done.
That's fair.
And no one else should forgive me either.
You know, I feel like that trophy's cursed.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I mean, the people who want it, can we consider the fact that, like, they say Von Karma's written on it, like, a bunch of times? Dude, Marshall beat out Von Karma, because he would have been, like, a prosecutor around that time. He would have still been a prosecutor, because the case we solved was only December. Like, it was 2 months ago. Dude,
15
Karma
years ago
must
for
have
that
been...
one. Yeah.
Von Karma must have been pissed. Or who knows, maybe he was like, stop giving me this meaningless trinket.
Maybe he was like, I don't want another one. Give it to someone else. God.
It takes away from my work.
Mr. Wright, please, you have to do something.
I'm gonna assume that he literally...
I will step out of the room. Just do something.
I'm gonna assume that they literally just started giving it to whoever the runner-up was.
Anything.
16.
She said, I literally said I'll step out of the room.
This letter of resignation. I wonder if I can use it for anything. Oh, I didn't mean, like, I didn't realize you meant that, anyway, you do need that, but not here. You're done here.
Oh, I'm done here?
Yeah.
Alright, but they're pokey.
They are pokey. One has edges and one is spiky. Yeah. There's only one place you can move to. Oh. Wait, one person's here. Everyone get ready.
Is it me?
Mm-hmm.
Is it my girl?
Mm-hmm.
Is it my bab?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody get ready to watch me eye fork this girl forever. Excuse me. I'm hot. Take my bentos. Would either of you care for a 1/4 pound of roast beef? Alright, see these two images? Really conflicting right now.
Very much.
They're not the same.
Miss Star! I guess she's out of lunches.
You certainly are the curious sort, aren't you? Kind of like the first person who sucked a cow's nipple to discover milk.
Gross.
Don't remind me that someone had to do that. I like to completely forget that existed.
Yeah.
Still, I never thought you'd go digging up that case from 2 years ago.
It's like the Australian plant. It's like mostly poison, but if you cook it,
oh my god, none of our Australian friends know what the fork you're talking about. And Google doesn't know what the fork you're talking about. It doesn't exist, you're insane.
Everyone in this trial is involved in the SO9 I swear to God, it's a plant. Not only that, but the murder occurred on the very day the evidence from the case was due for transferal. This can't be all attributed to mere coincidence.
Aren't you forgetting something? You know, that little scene I happened to witness?
The instant loss stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife.
No matter how much of the past you dig up, it won't change what I saw. Roast beef is meant to be savored when eaten.
Unless it's Arby's, in which case it's just meant to be thrown away.
Yeah.
This starts hatred towards Lana. It all dates back to 2 years ago.
Hi, bish. Joe Dark. That's a name I'll not soon forget. We trailed him for half a year. Oh, the pressure. Still, I don't think I was ever more alive than I was then. Those days were steamier than a bowl of hot gravy. Poor Jake Marshall, though. Must have been going through hell.
You mean because of his brother's death?
They were close, those two. After Neil died, something took over Jake. He became obsessed. Seeing Jake like that made her all the more desperate.
Her?
Lana Skye. My sister? Also, they were forking. Alright, cool. Got it. The best of the best were put on that SL9 case. Of course they were led by that legendary duo. Yes. Upside down smiley face and penguin face and also hot chick. Lana and Chief Gant! That legendary pair was the reason we were able to keep up our investigation. That's why we were so shocked over how it turned out.
You mean with the forging of evidence? The dog's asleep.
Doggo's having a pupper dream. Did you get it, Bubba? Did you get him? Proud of you. Little Bubba Moses. I love you. You're so small. Don't get me wrong. Joe Dark got what he deserved. Still, it was obvious the evidence produced in court was being manipulated. It seems items our team never found would suddenly appear, while other items were kept secret. But you don't have proof anything illegal was done. I'm proof enough of what happened. After that case, all of us save Goodman were relieved of our duties, most without even so much as an explanation. Then Lana Skye transferred to the prosecutor's office and became chief prosecutor. Lana always wanted to be a prosecutor. Nothing's quite as simple as it appears. Huh? Lana Skye was merely being used as a pawn. That's my take on the matter. I agree.
She was being used.
Damon Gant and Lana Skye. Gant led the investigation, and Lana was second in command. They were the best. They solved all kinds of cases together, didn't they? Damon Gant's magnetism in particular was almost unreal.
His magnetism? I'm not looking at Australian plants.
You're looking at the same pages that I looked at, and it didn't pop up.
Shut up.
By that I mean his ability to attract evidence. He produced the most incredible evidence in the cases he handled.
Incredible evidence? You mean...
Oh yes, there were rumors about him even back then. No one dared confront him, though.
I take it she's talking about forged evidence.
Back then, everyone looked up to Lana. All the detectives wanted to be like her. Really? Oh yes, myself included. I was a fool, really.
I did
She
discover...
hated anything crooked and always watched out for the other detectives.
I will say, I did discover the suicide plant today.
That's why she was so concerned for Jake.
Also known as the Gimpy Gimpy.
Oh, yeah.
Did you find that too?
Mm-hmm. Mr. Marshall. When Jake's brother was murdered, she felt as if she had lost her own brother. If it wasn't for her, I don't think Jake would have ever recovered from his shock. That's what makes it all the more infuriating. Miss Starr. That's why. I'll never be able to forgive her. Why did she have to turn so cold after that? I wanted to bang her, damn it! Sorry, I ad-libbed that part, guys.
No, that was definitely in there.
Yeah, it was subtext. It's okay. I read it for you guys.
Lana transferred to a prosecutor's office 2 years ago, didn't she? She basically said it.
Yes, thanks to Chief Gant's powerful influence. Chief. That's right. Having solved the SL9 case, his position as chief was secured. There was only one thing left for him to control. And then no one could stand in his way. The prosecutor's office.
What? You mean that's why Lana was transferred?
Yup. If he could control the chief prosecutor, he can control the prosecutor's office. That must have been his goal all along. How can he control Lana? I don't know, but one thing's for sure. Ever since that case ended, she's never been the same. It's only logical to conclude. There must have been a reason for her change.
At last. I'm finally getting close to the bottom of this ugly mess. Thank you, Miss Starr.
You listen to me, rookie. It takes more than just ingredients to create fine cuisine. I hope you turn out to be a better chef than I've been.
Well,
I will, don't worry, I love you.
and we'll definitely cook up some new evidence tomorrow. Next episode.
No, we don't want to cook up evidence. That's another term for falsifying evidence. We don't do that. That's Lana's job. And
Okay.
Chief Gant's. We don't do that.
They'll cook stuff up. We'll just I don't know. We'll serve proper evidence then.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we'll see you guys next time.
Okay, bye.